Hey, Slossie, and anybody else that may be watching this. My name is Jacob. All right, I have written down here my personal definition of leadership. I said that through authenticity, hard work, and respect, I hope to build stronger, longer lasting, and more real relationships with the humans I encounter on my life's journey. So, again, the three things I said they're going to take to do that is authenticity, hard work, and respect. Now, the biggest thing I think for me is that leadership is being authentic. So that means both inwardly and outwardly. So I want to be the person that makes myself feel happy with who I am. Then once I've found that authentic inner self, I want to be able to share that with the world without putting on different lenses for different groups that I may be in. I'd say along the same lines, my leadership style would revolve around two things. So I would say for my leadership style, it would take clarity and leading by example. Here's why. Clarity speaks back to being authentic. I want the people around me to know what I expect of them and also what they can expect of me. And then leading by example is my way of backing up what I say. If I say that we need to work on something, to me, the only way to authentically show that this is something that I means something to me is that I put hard work in alongside you. In regards to how my past, present, and future are affected by this, I'd say in the past I found that my favorite bosses and school group members act in a similar way to the way they portray themselves. So for the example, sorry, I wrote for the ultimate example, I put my mom. So she can be pretty demanding at times, but she also backs that up by being the hardest working person that I know. So the authenticity behind that makes me want to work hard as well, and I'd say that's where that stems from. So as of now, I said I try to be authentic with my friends, coworkers, and classmates. As I move to the future and begin a career, I hope to continue embodying that with with wherever my career takes me. So moving on to a sports leader. If I'm going to pick a sports leader, it has to be LeBron. I'm a Heat fan, and I still was cheering for LeBron in the finals. I still want him to win the NBA title. I made a post on my Insta just last week, and it had LeBron holding up a box of Wheaties. I don't know if you saw it. And on this box of Wheaties, on the back of it, it had the school he opened in Ohio, the I Promise School. And the only caption I added to it was, when I grow up, I want to be LeBron James, the human, not the basketball player, the human. Then I'm going to talk about between the lines. I just say outside of the lines, he's a family man, he's an activist, and he gives back to the community that raised him. Above all, I believe he stands for doing what is right. As for my earlier personal leadership style, I believe LeBron paints himself as these things, but he also walks the walk. He does all these things. He authentically pursues being a good dad and husband, it seems. Just today he was posting videos about just today he was posting a video asking his daughter if he could come in her own little house that they made for her. Her house is like a full one-bedroom apartment in their backyard. But anyways, he was asking, and he ducked his big tall head under the door, and he sat with her in her little house. Just stuff like that. And then going forward, it authentically seems that he will fight every day for the causes he believes in. He opened the I Promise School in Ohio, for example. And then he's also spoken out countless times about inequality around race in the United States. As for where I can aim to be more like him, I would say giving back is something I would like to do a lot more in the next 10 years of my life. Whether that be giving back to the community, but also giving back to my friends and the family who helped make who I am. So that's about it. I would say authenticity is the biggest word to my leadership style. And the two things behind that would be clarity and what did I say? Clarity and leading by example. Vote for LeBron in 2036. Peace.